you're trying to get out of something here, Goombah.
It's not like I went up and said, "Ooh, Chesu."
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you guys there. Hey guys, and welcome to GTLive Week 2, Day 4. Bit confusing. Gaming around the world has always been something that's interested us. I mean, we have a whole show dedicated to cultural impacts in gaming, cultural influences in gaming. And so today, I wanted to play one that's been on my to-do list for the longest time, which is Cho Aniki. I think I'm pronouncing that right. We'll see. But I've seen it on JonTron's videos.
What is even happening here? Is this a glitch?
I've seen it on a couple other YouTubers' videos about, like, you know, all the weird kind of buff guys, sexual stuff that goes on here.
Oh no, my balls are on fire.
Alien Man is here.
I don't know, we'll see. So that's what we're playing today is, you know, my first time ever looking at this game and getting hands-on with it. Hands-on with Cho Aniki.
Oh my.
So in order to help me analyze what the heck is going on in this game, I had to call in the big guns. You know him as Gaijin Goombah, I know him as Gaijin Goombah, but I also know him as Michael. In his real face and his real voice, so there's no reason to like spam hate comments at this point. It is Gaijin Goombah, let's bring him on. Is he on?
I believe so.
So, okay, Goombah. So, Cho Aniki, first off, am I pronouncing it right? Like, what do you know about this game?
Cho Aniki is what's known as a bakage, and these were incredibly prominent through, I would say, really early 90s all the way to sort of early 2000s. They were games that were like in-jokes, things that were popular culture, but perverted in one way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Not exactly the way you think. So, like, you have things like Parodius, Cho Aniki. There were actually a couple of Sega ones, too, but they were so out there that it was impossible to just really put it together.
Okay.
You mentioned John's video. That's a really great example of how weird they can get.
Yeah.
But by definition, Cho Aniki is like... The loose translation is something along the lines of super powerful ultra bro.
All right, so I'm gonna hop over to the gameplay here, and I'm gonna ask you a little bit of what I'm seeing. Any insight on who these people might be, like what they're referencing? They don't have names, obviously, and the story that scrolled past was all in Japanese, so I have no idea.
Oh yeah, and it was in a really terrible font as well.
Yeah, are you judging the font? I mean, it wasn't Comic Sans or anything.
As far as the characters go, you have what I think are kind of like a god and a goddess, but with kind of a Shinto slant, not so much Buddhist, but you'd have to get in the game too, because you're going to have to see the clothes and how that appears.
Well, my character right now appears to be Superman. So, and now my partner in this game is Captain Buff Boy over here. Why?
When it comes to nudity in Japan, it's kind of whatever at this point.
Okay.
Because so much of their religion revolves around clean and unclean instead of like moral and immoral, and the human body is just a thing.
Okay.
So the fact that he's mostly nude, it kind of doesn't affect it. It kind of doesn't bother him. But the fact that he's ultra buff, I think that this is kind of a weird sort of slant on how Japanese will perceive things that's not very present in their country. So you're not going to see a bunch of jacked dudes in Japan. You just won't. Oh boy.
Okay, so we have a giant robotic samurai that I'm currently fighting, which, you know, that seems pretty standard. Oh, good. And now I've died, and I'm getting treated to all sorts of body language from these buff guys just showing off their goods. Fantastic.
Oh, they're just trying to encourage you, man.
I mean, I am so motivated right now to play this game super hard. So Goombah, what are we actually seeing?
Wrestling, like pro wrestling in Japan, is actually pretty big, and it's actually pretty crazy.
Like pro wrestling as we know it? You know, like...
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna take you down, Undertaker, this Sunday, John Cena!
Someone asked me to make a John Cena a lot of people asked me to make a John Cena reference. There you go, guys. When I visited Thailand, they have Muay Thai, right, Steph? It's Muay Thai. It's kind of like UFC style fighting. Do you remember that?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. What is that, Goombah? Do you?
Oh, like Muay Thai?
It is okay. It's Muay Thai. My pronunciation is not the best.
Oh, pish. I don't even know if mine's right. But
Oh, pish. Oh, pish. Oh, pish. So you got really excited when you saw my little angelfish boss here that we're approaching again. What is the reference there?
Honestly, I'm not sure. It may just be no more than an angelfish. Because here's the thing. Cho Aniki
Deep cultural insights with Gaijin Goombah. An angelfish represents an angelfish.
Long story short, it would make sense for it to be here because it'd be like, oh, chess. I get it.
Was that your Japanese boy? Like,
no, it would, because if I made it my Japanese voice, it would have been far more racist, and I don't want to go down that route.
please don't offend people.
No.
Wait, so what was it? Like, I mean, it clearly wasn't your voice, and it clearly wasn't like the Gaijin Goombah. So I think you're trying to get out of something here, Goombah.
It's just I'm trying to replicate the energy of the recognition of, oh, that's chess. It's not like I went up and said, oh, chess.
You know, this one actually doesn't seem as weird to me as some of the other ones in the series.
They're not. This one's actually fairly standard because it has this giant, like, mechanical theme to it.
Yeah, it just seems like shirtless guys and robots. You know, as you do.
There's a Christmas level where you fight Colonel Sanders wearing a Santa hat.
Wait, are you kidding? Really? Like KFC style?
Yeah, KFC buckets of chicken. But the reason
Does he shoot? Please tell me he shoots buckets of chicken.
Yes. Well, actually, he like throws the chicken.
Well, I mean, obviously, yeah, okay. Who doesn't love KFC? All this talk about like KFC and stuff is getting me in the hang. Like, because I don't know, but KFC's mashed potatoes have got to be like one of the single most delicious things in the world, right?
Yeah, I'll agree.
Right? I don't know what it is. There's that episode of South Park where they like equate it to drug trade or like crack cocaine or something. It's amazing. They are so good.
Where did you get that? I have my sources. That'll be $85. $85? I don't have that.
So Steph and I went to Japan last year. Was it Steph? China. When we went to China, we went to China back in last year, and I thought I was gonna be like the biggest baller around because I was gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat, because they have this snack street that is infamous for all these like disgusting food challenges. I thought, oh, I'm gonna be so cool and I'm gonna try all these weird eateries, you know, all these weird foods, and I'm gonna have like the coolest story to tell and have all these like bragging right pictures. I was the biggest wuss. We bought Scorpion because that was the one thing that I was like determined to try. And I literally sat there for like 15 minutes trying to like work up the courage to do it. And she just like, oh, man up, and just like ripped one off of the stick. And I'm like, oh, okay then. I guess I could do it too. Which place is better, Burger King, McDonald's, or Wendy's? I could talk, like, this is a whole conversation for another live stream. But the short answer would be fries. You're talking, it used to be McDonald's, but now that Burger King has updated their fries, Burger King. If you're talking hamburgers, you're talking Wendy's. If you're talking fish sandwich, you're talking McDonald's. If you're talking Diet Coke, the best Diet Coke is actually coming from Burger King. If you're looking for best Diet Coke for the price, you're talking McDonald's, because then it's $1. Burger King has the best syrup flavor of Diet Coke, because they're not the same, and don't you even tell me that they're the same. Stephanie, put it on the calendar. Let it be said right here, right now. One of the live streams coming up, we will get a sampling of Diet Coke from different fast food restaurants. I will go down the line and correctly, it's being said right now, correctly identify which restaurant they came from, because that is how sick I am about my addiction to Diet Coke. Chicken sandwich, Wendy's spicy chicken, you can't go wrong. And that's about it. This got really heated really quickly. Hey, when you get me started on fast food, I can just go for days. Like, I could dedicate like a Deadlock episode to fast food. Your fast food passion is adorable, Lizzie Does Stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Potatoes. Yes. Yes, I have tried potatoes. I confess it. And I love them. Surprise, surprise! Mind blow. Cat Pat didn't make an appearance today. I am so sorry. He is such a slacker. Don't worry, he's not getting paid for this episode. Gotta lay the smack down on that guy. He's like, I need my union break. Well, we'll close it out with fave anime. Goombah, let's go with you first.
Okay, it's a tie.
He's gonna be pulling out the deep cuts.
It's a tie between Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, which a lot of people in chat will know.
Okay, that's not too deep of a cut.
The second one is a little, very rarely known manga turned anime called Genshiken. And if I had to choose, I would probably say Genshiken because it is the only anime that has ever existed that really digs into what it's like to be otaku in Japan. The stigmas that come with it, trying to maintain relationships, events, things of that nature. It's about people.
Favorite anime for me, I would say, is honestly, I think so far, and I'd say probably my favorite is. Do you know Big O Goombah?
Oh, yes. I love Big O.
Right? Okay, so Big O was very short-lived. Not many episodes of it, but it's this like awesome like film noir-esque one about like fighting crime in kind of this post-apocalyptic city. There's giant mechs, but the beautiful thing about it is how atmospheric it is, and also the fact that it's all about how you're unwrapping this mystery of what happened in this city. So that one I would say is definitely my all-time favorite. You know, and also it's a popular choice, but you can't go like Dragon Ball Z is so good. Like, say what you will about how mainstream it is and XYZ complaints you have about it. It is a great show. It is, the heroes are great, the villains are great, and it's funny. Like, it's phenomenal. So that would be like the two that I would go with since Goombah got to pick two. Those would be my two. So with that being said, remember, that's just a stream. A live stream. Thanks for tuning in, guys.